A little Taco Bell.
Taco smell. Man, my back.
Has your back's been killing? My back's been killing me too, dude. My girl's back's been hurting her too.
Such a broke back motherfucker.
Maybe there's like some kind of broke back zombie disease about to break out.
I hope not. I don't want to be infected. I want to fight the infected.
I know, didn't want to be one of the original broke back zombies. But that sounds kind of.
I want to be like like Samson,
Samson, the
the broke backs from the
Samson.
28 years later.
Oh yeah,
The
oh
fucking
yeah,
the alphas.
yeah, dude. That'd be cool to be one of those. He started as a kid, I guess, and grew up to be a man. So I
Man,
guess
where's
they can.
everybody getting all this information from? The fucking one I watched must have been had some shit cut out of it because
What a rip. Which one are you talking about? See, the Bone Temple. It's they're following their own path.
Bone
That's
Temple.
what.
Yeah, I like
That's
that dude. I like the idea of the doctor that's just living out there in that shit.
yeah. Maybe he's the one that has something to do with it. Like I'm
Or he's
South.
trying to cure it. I feel like
Oof. What are you getting
he's
into
trying to
now,
find a
Rick?
cure for this shit.
See, it's either a cure or he might be trying to start like some kind of religious movement.
Because like the way he would
What up, elusive?
like with the whole Samson character, he like kept like tranquilizing him so many times, and like there was kind of like a conscience building behind the psychotic brain of like maybe I shouldn't run at this guy anymore.
See, it's like a whole new stage of human evolution. That might be where the movies kind
Yeah,
of go.
yeah.
Maybe that's why we're experiencing all this back pain, like we were saying a minute ago, and maybe that's why. Remember last night? This shit, y'all. This shit was hilarious. I woke up this morning laughing. This morning in the middle of nowhere, 7 o'clock. I just woke up. I was like,
Oh, what was it again?
because remember last night, whenever went there and I threw out, I was like, dude, I think
Oh
I just
yeah,
scrummed it.
yeah, Scrum. I think I'm scrumming, dude.
I think I'm scrumming. I think I'm scrumming, dude. For
Holy
those of y'all who
fucking
don't know what
shit.
scrumming it is, that's whenever you're screaming and throwing up.
It's fucking. It's peak for stoners. It's like your third eye opening.
That's when you start realizing things like, man, weed is good, but I just gotta, I don't know. I gotta figure something out. I might start eating veggies and everything.
Yeah, well, too much concentrate is a problem, and I've known that
Mm.
since the beginning. Like, because
That's
people would like get like these headaches and these flu-like symptoms just from like smoking too much wax. Because back in the day, it wasn't like filtered as good as it is now. Like, it was like a lot more black.
oh yeah, that's that black tar wax. Judy Dalton, Judy Deaton says roast me.
We don't know what you look like.
Yeah, we don't know what you look like. Are you fat? Are you skinny? Or are you one of them word shaped body people that damn look like a boxing glove? Let me see. That's what the ladies call me, the Bone Temple.
The bone
I've been known
temple.
by that name in circles as well. Yeah, you ever seen one of them boxing glove shaped people, ladies that you know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They like their side looks like that thumb on the boxing glove, and
Yeah. And Taco Bell's so busy. Fuck.
you know how Taco Bell is late night.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could be streaming some of these protest riots going on. This dude, I guess he got the fuck beaten out of him today. Got his bulletproof vest taken from him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He was Jake. His name is Jake Lang. So
Damn.
yeah, it's looking pretty insane. I was off for the past 4 days. I wish I could have drove to Minneapolis. You could have took me. I could give you a little bit of money. We could have gone. Yeah, just to see what's up.
Indianapolis.
Oh, not Indianapolis. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
You crazy SOB.
Indianapolis, Minnesota. Indiana.
This is a rare, good quality phone
It's
moment.
so crazy how like there's so many repeat names for cities and like towns and all around America. Until you get up in like the northern, like well, South Dakota, it comes in a lot of like like Native American names.
That's why I think Minneapolis and Indianapolis is somewhere along. That is Indian shit. I think, or not. I think Annapolis. That's like Egyptian, Greek. What up, backwoods? Yeah, I think it's something like that. Damn, them boys had 200 people watching them on their stream today. It was pretty crazy. Pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. Judy Deaton, I would say pig-like creature, like from Dr. Moreau's Island. Now, bring me back, dude. I didn't mean to like lose touch of what we was talking about.
I don't know. I'm just trying not to fucking like.
What up, Steph? Ooh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
damn, this shit's fucking. For what up, Matthew?
Hold on, I gotta back out
See
again.
Matthew in here.
Wait, I may not have to do that actually.
What up, Never I take. I'm starting to see everybody kind of flowing in.
Well, maybe I do.
No, it was just Saturday night. I experienced scromiting last night. Oh, he's up there. He's at Taco Bell right now. Yeah. We got a lot of cool people in here. I figure I'd do a random bullshit and live. It's these things. They always start off kind of like episode of Family Guy, Simpsons. One of those things. It begins in one way, and then by the time it's over, whatever, Ian, the episode you don't know what it's about. You know, it ends on a whole different topic. Yeah. I don't know. I've been itching to talk some shit. I've been irking to get out there and say a few things. Yeah. Let me see one thing, y'all. Bear with me on what they call some patience. 1 second. How you doing, Teresa? Nice. We got everybody up in here. Okay. Y'all give me about 1 minute. One second. All right, y'all. What up, fish sticks? What up, muffin top? Yeah, what kind of movie would I be good in, buddy? Bodhi Hatatativa. Muffin top, what the hell is your email? I want to send you one too. I just sent a link to a whole bunch of people. Yeah. You on here too. Some creators going. Yeah, what kind of movie? When I see that name, Bodhisattva, I don't know. Do you think I'd be getting a Bollywood movie? You know? That seems more like a Western. Quick draw. Yeah. We got these links set out though. See what happens. Like I said, I just got on here, not really doing anything, just wanting to talk some shit and see what's up to everybody. Sent the link out to a bunch of people. Man, I swear, I don't know if it's because, like we were saying a second ago, smoking too much concentrates, or if there's something weird going on with the weed in general, or in the air. The chemtrails, the weed, all this shit connected. It's fucking making me feel funky. And it's making several people I know feeling funky. Honestly, a good bad guy. Fuck yeah, I'm dastardly as hell, dude. I wouldn't even have to play a character too much. Yeah, 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 yeah. My buddy finally had some good service, and he's out of here. I'm interested. I sent this. I guess I sent this to many, many people, so it could get a little interesting for sure. And like I said, I don't give a fuck if there's like 100 people or if there's 2 people watching. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go into some laughs. But yeah, I swear, right back in the George Floyd time, whenever all that shit was going down, I feel like there was contaminated weed. Yeah, the air and industrial weed. Thank you, fish sticks. It's this industrialized weed um, they've got coming out from these Chinese farms. And as you know, it might be a site. They're saying it's Chinese-owned farms. This shit is most likely owned by the United States government, and they're peddling all these poisons out to their own people. Yeah, it's not unheard of. Yeah, wizardry. Um, but yeah, I think, and just the increase in chemtrails and not even that. I've been noticing weird noises like ringing in my ear, and a couple other people I know have been hearing and experiencing pretty much the same shit as far as these weird noises. A couple of people I know they've been seeing orbs. I swear they're not on drugs either. Mr. Palad says you need a haircut. No. Yeah, but it most likely is quiet leader that speaks with your face mostly. What country are you from, buddy? Don't take that offensively. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it weird that we've gone from big tobacco to big weed? Here's a little mind bender, a little twister for everybody. So you know how they've been pushing down hard against cigarettes and tobacco for the past 20, 30 years, but especially they've been pushing hard on it in recent times. You got to be 21 to buy it. They tax the absolute fuck out of all this shit. Yeah, so they've been pushing hard against tobacco, but at the same time, why tobacco has been leaving from out of the public zeitgeist, people, they don't want to smoke. I don't like smoking. I used to smoke for years, but I just didn't. It's not good for you. I'll say that. But why they've been putting this image of tobacco bad, let's demonize tobacco. They've been pushing weed. They've been pushing weed. Um, like I said, I smoke weed. I enjoy it, but you got to think about it. Like they've been demonizing one thing whenever they've been at the same time bringing something up. We got to think that for the weed of olden times, the weed of back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, that wasn't like it is today. What's up, Lisa? Yeah, but the weed wasn't like how it is today. So at some point, they figured out a way, just like with the tobacco. They figured out a way with the tobacco to put poisons, carcinogens, and all this other horse shit inside of it. And that's what they're doing with the weed right now. They've been figuring out to put all kinds of chemicals and all kinds of shit. They know that everybody's smoking it. Because, if you got to think about it, think about this for years, even back in my high school times, which were like 15 or 16 years ago. So, wasn't too long ago, but it wasn't too close in period. Um, they people kind of they I remember there's just like people at school especially a lot of the girls I went to school with, but a lot of the people in general, like the sports, but they're against weed. Every time that you talk about weed, you're a pothead, they'd say, "Oh God, no, you can't, you're smoking weed." Oh, never right say that straight up. We was talking about that the other day, me and my buddies. You used to be able to get weed. We call it Mexican brick weed. I have no idea where it's from, but that's just what we call it. And you'd be able to like break pieces of it off, dude, just like moss or something. You know, you smoke it up, and it would get you high. Lee got banned. Said Jesus, I would never be as handsome as him. Yeah, and it would get you high. And I remember, do y'all remember back in the day, whenever we first started smoking weed? For me, it was about like 16, 17 years ago. I know for some people it was probably 30, 40 years ago, anywhere in that time range. Um, I remember when I first used to start smoking weed, it was kind of, like trying to climb up and down walls and, laughing and, but it wasn't a sense of paranoia though. I wasn't trying to climb up and down the walls because I was scared or because I was tweaking. I was trying to climb up and down the walls because it was hilarious and something fun to do. Whereas this new weed, you'd be trying to climb up the walls to escape where you're from. You'd be in constant fear. Bubonic personified? Fuck no. The fuck, that ain't no good, Tro. Good, very, very valid point, Teresa. Yeah. You know what? I don't got no foot, but I'll show you a crock that has a G on it. How's that sound? Look at that. And visualize the smell of the inside of this crock. You know? Oh, you caught ice? Thank you, Grant. Thank you, pimp. He said gang. Frenemy is gang. That's what's up. Ron Miller. You make a very valid point with that, too. I remember, dude, fish, you talking about creeper. That's what we used to call it, too. We used to have some fucking great shit. It was that little creeper. Y'all remember Dro? You remember the hydro? He'd say this shit's hydroponically grown. I still never understood what that meant. And, people, they weren't scromiting back in those days. They were not scromiting back in 2008, 2009. They only started doing shit like that about the time the George Floyd shit went down. Honestly, there was some contaminated weed. We're circling back to the same point again. So at the same time when there was that contaminated weed coming out during the George Floyd incident, yeah, it was weird. It was weird for me. I fell into the zeitgeist for a little bit, but now I've been, I don't know. I can't see myself falling for anything again unless it's super, super crazy, right? But with that being said, this we've been talking about how this new weed is very potent, and now it's more potent than it was even 5 years ago. And we're seeing all kinds of weird shit going on in our society. All right, and at the same time, all right, why this weird shit is going on? We have this weed making me and multiple other people I know feeling weird. Chat, how y'all been feeling with all this shit? Yeah, you got to be 18 and over. You can't be racist. All right, you can't be fucking extremely homosexual motherfucker. You can be gay, but you can't be in here talking about a bunch of gay shit. Those are the three things. And fourth, you can't spam the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What up, pleasurable times? Who are you? Who are you? I've seen you here multiple times. Are you somebody that changed your name to something? What? I feel like I should. Are you rabid? Coyote? Somebody asked me if I banned you. I didn't. No, rabid Cody is welcome still for sure. I never did no ban hammer. But yeah, guys, how y'all doing a Saturday night? Pretty good night, as far as they go. Could be worse. Look, I'm talking about all the dangers of this new weed that they got going on, and I'm sitting here getting high as fuck. I did go the whole day without smoking, though, which was my goal. I did go the whole entire day. Like during the sunlight, when the sunlight was up, I didn't smoke. I did feel energy. Um, who am I? Mr. Noon says, "Who am I? I'm your real motherfucking dad. That's who I am, dude. Sorry that you had to come across me on here, son. I'm your real motherfucking dad. That's who I am, buddy." P.W. Williams. Oh, P. Williams says, "Do you support Trump?" I'm up and down, and sometimes I love him, sometimes I'm not for him. I'm in my phase of not being for him right now, though. But if that makes you not like me, then yes, I do support him. What sports do I enjoy watching? Well, that's a good question. I'm trying. I guess I've been trying to get into football. My boy, we it's good to be into shit like that. We like our nerd shit, but we're not necessarily trying to just do on the nerd shit. So I'm trying to. So football, I guess. I don't know anything about it. I'd be relevant. I wish I did know, so I'd be relevant. Yeah, Neverete. Hence, that's where all this scromiting and all this crazy ass shit is coming from, dude. This new weed. But I wish I was into sports, like I said, only because it's relevant. I want to play them. I don't want to watch them. That's what I'm trying to get across at. I feel like, yeah, regardless, he is the president, so I respect him why he's sitting in office. But I would say, watching this shit is a waste of time. Just like anything that you're not physically doing, anything that you're not doing yourself, anything you're not really gaining. Like that's like video games, something that we've been kind of been getting out of my curriculum a little bit because you got to think you're not getting anything when you're achieving this stuff unless you're betting money on sports, which you shouldn't. You should not bet money on sports unless you know a referee or something like that. Something somehow it's rigged, but which at the end of the day, all these sports, professional sports things are rigged. So it's all bread and circus. So yeah, I guess I don't watch sports. I'm glad I never got into it. Like I said, only for relevancy. A lot of people I know do. Go to my buddy's house. He always has. What's he always do? He always has Sports Center, ESPN. He's one of those types. I'm sure that we all know that. Fuck, you got to be on the channel for a long time. Is there no old stuff left? Maybe, but it's probably heirloom seeds. Somebody was talking about that the other day. Somebody, I think it might have been Steph. You have the heirloom? Do you have the heirloom seeds? Or this might be. I don't want to ask Federale questions, but yeah, he's not one of the most vile human beings alive. He's definitely kind of a shitty person, in my opinion. But he's not evil for sure by any means. He's not vile. Like what vile to be vile and to be evil like that at that level that people want to attribute to Trump would require him truly pulling the strings on this shit. He's not truly pulling the strings on any of this shit. You feel? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not pulling the strings on any of this shit. Um, he's just kind of, it's like a figurehead. We already all know this. For those of you who don't know this shit, well, boom, there you go. Now you know. See, that's good. I mean, if you live in a legal weed state, I'm sure you could go ask some of them about the seeds. Or I don't know how weed grows. I sent this link out to many people. So ask any of them. Some of them are weed growers. So I'm trying to figure out. Could you, let's say you have one of these weird genetically enhanced seeds, could you, through generations of breeding and growing and trimming, would it uh, become regular weed again? But how the fuck would you? I'd say if you wanted to get heirloom seed, you might have to travel as far down as Mexico. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Hold up, we got some kind of long comments. MW says my wife is leaving me, married since September 29th. Well, September, let me see. October, November, December, January. 4 months. That's almost. You deserve it, buddy. And even if you don't, I'll tell you this: you'll do okay. Just don't give up. You have my support. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Back in 1989. Well, they don't call it's not murder; it's execution. And I'm sure that tensions were high back at that time, and people. they'll call for the executions of people for sure. You know, we were calling for the United States people called, not necessarily us as the people, but our government tricked people and put the news media made it seem like we wanted Saddam Hussein to be executed, and he had nothing fucking to do with attacking us. So who knows? Who fucking knows? 16 there. We got some somewhat decent weather. I do have this little heater right here in front of me since I'm doing this outside stream. I think we got like 40. They've been saying it was going to snow the past 2, 3 days out here. It ain't fucking snowed. What's up, Benici? Jelly beanbag. It's not a Trump life, but if you against that, then it can be for sure. Like I said, I'm not a Trump dude, but I hate when people hate Trump like for no reason, or they just it's so you can hate as much as you want, but you know you're trying to overthrow what's basically the lawfully elected government, you know, which is his presidency. Yeah, but if you, you know, but the people who are anti-Trump, I noticed both sides are full of fucking idiots, but the sides of the people that are anti-Trump are definitely more idiotic. Um, yeah, because y'all, there's no room for dialogue with and with extreme anti-Trumpers. You know, you can't say that you agree. Let's say that you agree with, like, I don't, like, I agree with some of the shit that Trump does. You know, but I'm not. You know, to hate him to put a level of hatred towards him because you think that he is the somebody said he's one of the most vile human beings to ever exist a minute ago. That's retarded, you know. And you can't, like, let's say he does something good and I agree with it, but usually I don't agree with anything he does. That automatically makes me a lifelong supporter of Trump. Like, I'm an asshole, all this other shit, because I support one thing he does. That's what makes me want to get into Trump more. That makes me want to get into him more. Y'all don't realize when y'all are doing all that shit. Oh yeah, you like Trump? Duh duh duh. You know, it's fucking making them want. You know, somebody who me, who I am a moderate. I am a anarchist, basically a Christian anarchist. You know, I am a political refugee because I see things on both sides I like. But I do notice with the people that don't like Trump, they are the fucking people that want to push it down your throat. They love bragging. They you know the pro Trumpers, the people that white knight the president. You know they're, you know, at least they're decent. You know, at least I can have conversations with them. Ben Nessie says, "Where am I at?" That's a fucking federal question right there, buddy. I'm at your mom's house. Oh, we got some people hating on Trump. Yeah, that's what it is. Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah, this Trump derangement syndrome shit, because where they have you hating and foaming at the mouth and clutching your pearls at this fucking guy, they doing all kinds of fucked up shit behind your back. Yeah, they doing all kinds of shit behind your back that's messed up. But you're too busy focusing on, oh, Trump tweeted this, or duh, duh, duh. You know? Hmm. I just remember the first 4 years, and I remember everything he did before that, and I take people's actions account. Interesting. Joe Dirt's cousin? No, I'm Joe Dirt's dad, and yours too, motherfucker. Let me keep on going through. What's the one thing I agree that he does? Well, it would seem as if keeping us pretty safe, I'd say, right? Like keeping everything kind of checked and in balance right now for as much as he could. Um, what else is he done? He pisses off pussies and people I don't like off. That's what something I agree with. That's probably the thing I agree with the most that Trump does is that he pisses off people I don't like. Yeah, how's that sound? Let me see. I'm going down. I saw some. It's disgusting. Disgusting. You can straight that with the face that he's a lawful and decent guy. You're a grown man baiting for attention. Typical Trumpster. Well, I got you watching and chatting, buddy. I don't even think that's what I said, did I? The fuck? This dude is crazy, guys. Did I say that he was lawful and straight? Oh yeah, the border seems like he's. Do I agree with Eyes? I do not agree with innocent. Like, you know, I'm not, what's the what do you mean? What does innocent mean though? In the broad scheme of things, what does that mean? Do I believe that gangsters and thugs and murderers and pushers of hard drugs should be deported? Yes, 100%. Do I believe that the dude working at Home Depot trying to earn a living should be deported? Kind of, but not 100% with that. Because you got to think about it. I know a lot of these. There's a lot of construction sites in the area close by me where there'll be all Hondurans or all whatever. It don't matter. It can be whatever kind of immigrant person. Um, but if they hire an American guy to come work on the job with them, all those dudes will walk out until they fire that guy. So they don't hire Americans, for instance. So yeah, deport all these motherfuckers who ain't here legally. I was kind of, I was more, like I said before, I was more open and warm to the idea of, yeah, this is a land of happiness and people coming over and doing the shit. But yeah, the way that you liberals act and are always just accusing and forcing there's no gradual change with the liberals. If y'all notice, it's just quick. They just want to force it. They want an instant gratification. Yeah, exactly backwards. Yeah, this country's been fucked up for forever. Right on the 250th anniversary, and probably say, I don't know. I think we're infiltrated in World War II. It doesn't he prove the point about the anti-Trumps? Yeah. What damage has he done? You said no president in the history of the country has done the damage that the so-called president has done. What kind of damage? Was it a little bit egos were crushed? A little bit, couple identities shattered. People can figure out what species or what gender they are. Trump comes along, institutes a new societal shift to saying you are not a dog and you are not a woman. Put your Johnson back on. Here's some super glue. Get the fuck outside and do some shit. That's what I appreciate about Trump. P. Williams, you must be a dumbass, dude. Guys, P. Williams, he's our dumbass of the chat. What does P stand for? Pecker lover? Stupid motherfucker. He says plenty of white gang members, drug dealers. Yeah, well, no shit. Fucking not every immigrant is a person of color. There are plenty of white illegals, I'm sure, from wherever the fuck. Probably millions coming from Ukraine because of pussies like you letting them come over here. Yeah, that's not do. Honestly, them get rid of them too. I'm not saying, oh yeah, let's get rid of all the drug dealers and shit if they're illegal. Let's get rid of all the gang members if they're illegal and just leave all the white ones. Let all the white ones continue to do crime. Stupid ass motherfucker. See, they don't understand shit. They don't understand shit. So no, no, you dumbass. You guys don't understand anything. It's hard for me to let me kind of. Nobody should be deported based on fucking where they're from or what they look like. They should be deported based on if they are here with the fucking proper paperwork or if they are not. Duh. And also, it should be how much of you willing to accept the culture and language of the United States as well. Let me see. Let me go down here. That's a good question. That's what every at the end of the day, all this shit is made to have us not realize that it is these rich elites that are truly the enemies of us, making us go against each other based on this, that, and the other. And I have at no point in any time in the stream said anything about race. It is fucking liberals and you guys who are keep on saying that shit. Yeah, isn't that backwards? Do you not see like they keep on putting words in my mouth? Yeah, get Retman out of here. Get that stupid motherfucker out of here. He's not over 18. Yeah, they keep on putting words in my mouth, and they keep on. Every time I keep on saying anything, they keep on saying, "Oh, you said this." It's kind of like a losing battle. It has some entertainment to me, though. Definitely leftist. Don't like freedom. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, dude, it's like, well, if they took the second, they'd realize I agree with them on a lot of the shit that we're talking about. You know, I I don't believe that somebody should come here illegally and be able to live a whole life and spit on the country and not give a fuck. No, I will never agree with that. I'm a whiny. I'm in for a rude awakening. Why? Why am I in for a rude awakening? I don't understand. For what? For what? I haven't said anything that don't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. You're a whiny bitch trying to not. Well, it's I'm not. Liberals, you guys are the ones that are constantly talking about race. Yeah. So if Trump wasn't president, who would be somebody that cares about? You said if Kamala would have become president, would that have been better for y'all? I'm sure it'd have been better for trans species and gendered people, but would it be better, honestly, for the world and America, GTA 6 in real life? Like, you got to think. Come on. Give you guys some time to retort. They probably believe that Obama cared about them. They probably believe Nancy Pelosi and people like that give a shit about them. That's it. I'm gonna try to get a blinker. We're getting a blinker break in on this one, y'all. Backwoods. I'm not educated on this. I'm sure you are. He said, well, Supreme Court said that ICE can racially profile, basically. Basically, did they say it or not? There is no ifs, ands, buts. He, she said. There is he, she. There ain't no shit like, oh, they said this. Oh no, there's can they? Does it say? Did the Supreme Court said that you can stop anybody that's brown, black, yellow, or whatever the fuck? If they said yes, then that is fucked up. That's tyrannical. I do believe we're heading towards a tyrannical. I do believe Trump is a part of a plan. He's not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If y'all can get across y'all's fucking dumbass fucking heads, Trump is not the one that's a part. He's like a stepping stone to the authoritative new world order, one government country shit. But he is not the fucking dude. No, I do not fucking believe that I said that shit. The fuck? I need somebody to confirm that. Yeah, that is bullshit. Jelly Bean, you are fucking spamming the chat. You cocksucker. GTA 7, 8, 9, and 10, motherfucker. Y'all get me damn fucking riled up, dude. I haven't been riled up by damn chat in a while. You know, there's spreading false information, dude. And they're not even saying GTA 6 when they do it. Yeah. One truth about yeah. Yeah, so we gotta realize. Okay, oh we got let me read this. Oh, look at this. He said, Diane, trust me. You might have been live longer than me. I don't think you've been. If you truly are, which I don't doubt it, but we got some people in here who've been around for a minute too. Hell yeah, I don't understand. Hmm. Bernie, I don't know. That's all psyop too. We need Jesus Christ as our leader. That's why I believe in anarchy. Maybe doing something like like it's a like the tribal confederations or ancient Israel. They would have their own little villages and towns and do their own thing and sustain themselves. Even the ancient Greek city states, for another example, they would come together and they would have some kind of common tie to each other. They'd come together in times of need. That's what I think we should do. Bernie Sanders, fucking a psyop. Diane, you are 70 years old and you liberal like that? And you liberal like that? See, that's something I don't like about Trump is he's not. He's like he lies about God and stuff a lot. That's something I don't appreciate. He'd be lying on God. Yeah, yeah, exactly. What up, Nomad? How you doing, dude? Oh yeah, thank you. He'd researched that. Thank you. The lower courts had agreed that ICE must be prevented from making immigration stops merely based on someone's appearance, where they work. The Supreme Court stayed their orders essentially. Hmm. Every single day, Peter Lloyd. But you feel 50, 7 years old, feel 50, and think like somebody who's like fucking 12. Interesting. Very interesting. Been a long time. How you been doing, brother? Boomers destroying America. All the way around, dude. All the way around. I wouldn't necessarily say that um, boomers per se, because we often like to think that, oh, that's the older generation, or oh, it's the younger generation. You got to remember that's another thing the elites use to pit us against each other when we should be looking at each other for wisdom and understanding versus ageist kind of doctrine that we live in. You know, I lost track what I was saying. So then the Supreme Court lifted a ban on racial profiling. And boom. I believe that the Republicans care about shit possibly on a more global uh, scale, a foreign scale, whereas Democrats. I mean, if you look at like what they're supposed to be about it, their charter. Democrats might be more domestic kind of thing for social welfare programs and things of that nature. Uh, Whereas the Republicans are more into spending for infrastructure and shit like that, based on my small understanding. Diane, you have a great weekend too. Does this have anything to do with Cyrax, dude? No. We have talked. I do kind of have a Cyrax look going on right now, but I swear I fucking got a mustache from hell. I got a mustache from hell, motherfucker. Let me see. They've been saying it's gonna snow for the past 3 days here, and they ain't snowed yet. We might get it soon. Yeah, Master 20. What up, old wizard? Good to see you again. Does this have any? What? No, we know all about Cyrax's lore. So we need a theocracy where religion is shoved down our throat. Well, this is on your homepage because probably because We binge genres, dude. The Pilgrim X binge genres, dude. We're on a whole nother level of like weird, crazy shit. You know, like it's a character and it's not too at the same time. What you're seeing right now is the real me, or is it just a character I'm putting on for y'all? You know? Yeah, that would be cool. Honestly, not. What we need is, I would like it if me and everybody that believes in freedom and moderate thinking and living could just get on a spaceship and go to another planet and leave Earth here for all the dipshits and fucking scumbags and assholes, liberals. Uh, yeah, and we go up there to the other planet, and then give it like 20 or 30 years, they're gonna be trying to illegally go to the other planet. Look up LO. We know who the fuck Cyrax is. I'm a clown. Who you ain't shit either, dude. Who are you, dude? If I'm a clown, you ain't shit. Fuck you. You're the one twisting all my words up, mixing all my words up, getting them around, saying dumbass shit. Wings of Redemption. I'll have to check that out. Am I special needs? Yes. That's where I met your mom. The special needs shit. Then you came out. You fucking slime ball. GTA 7. Yeah, David. What's up, Joe? Good to see you guys. Joe, he's probably got to be. He's my favorite troll. He's my favorite troll. He says downright fucking terrible shit. He's a dumbass, a shithead, but he's trolling on every live. You missed the last one. You missed the fucking at last one. Bubbles is back in town and he's looking for me. Oh shit. Shit, you don't understand. I got two high level sages wizards up here in chat. No, I don't look at people. I believe in freedom based on the human being, brother. Like I don't look. I know that society and some of the fucked up people in this world look at shit racially and based on, oh, this is a black guy or oh, this is a white guy. But it's one love here, brother. I am not. Yeah, it's not. Oh, only if a white motherfucker. White motherfuckers probably piss me off the most. But like I said, I don't look at shit racially like dipshits like you do, always talking about racism all the time. I am not talking about no race. Is that racist because I don't want people illegally coming over to the country? Stupid ass. Wizard, I've thought often on that too. Mormon theology, it could be similar to a lot to Buddhism in a way, or not Buddhism, but you know how like in Buddhism they have that the circle, or they, you know, the reincarnation, eight spoke wheel, the eight paths. Am I getting my cosmologies fucked up? But yeah. You know, where it's like you could enter into a sort of, I don't, it's a sort of another realm, I'd suppose. Whereas they believe you can become deities. The same thing with the Mormons. For those who don't know, Mormons believe that you can become a god when you die if you lived a good life, which I believe is bullshit. Mormons believe a lot of fucking shit. Oh, look, we got a dumbass in here said hashtag report it. Go ahead and report it, dude. You're hashtagged. Yeah, but these guys, they're always looking at shit. They're always I noticed like they're always the ones talking about that shit, the dumbass shit. Your hut's just talking about a storm. What up, G Ma? How you doing? Mm. I definitely support the First Amendment. I don't know if I necessarily support Trump 100%. I wouldn't say I do, but it's a kind of it's a negative to kind of put hate on him and kind of, you know, you're putting like a historical significance on him, trying to act like he is the supreme ayatollah of evil and wickedness. You know, and that's what these people don't realize. They sound like dumbasses. Nice. Yes, thank you, Nasty. Here, well, let me send this here to you. Let me send. How long we been on here? Nice. We had some people popping in. We had a couple people popping in and out of here. But I don't understand. First, I don't give a fuck if they did report me. I've done nothing wrong. I don't. But that seems like that kind of seems like pussy shit, right, guys? To report somebody who's not saying anything wrong whatsoever, and brag about hashtag reported. Fucking make that into a T-shirt. Life can change very quickly. Mm, good point. Let me see. I don't know what the fuck. Oh yeah, somebody was looking for feet pictures. Teresa did send the link over there. 1 second, I gotta turn this camera. There you go. Yeah, somebody's trying to ask me some fucking feet pictures. I was literally just talking to Joe about feet pictures. Some weirdos out there. I've been encountering quite a bit of. Get your money. They didn't offer no damn money for them feet pictures, yeah, so it's like hell no. Hell no. If they would have done tried to offer a little super chat, then they could have got a little toe, pinky toe. That's it. Nothing more. I miss she might have been here cracking people up. Let me see what she say. I missed it. Nah, I'm just joking. Obviously, goddamn. I've been so much researching gaming and creativity shit. I have not been studying my history and my religion like I should. And I do got to clarify. I was not really going to show my feet. I've always thought the Gnostics had it right because the early church hated them. Yeah, well, the early church, that was a result of the Romans realizing that they couldn't necessarily control things anymore with armies like they had been doing. Hutch will be doing it all the way to his ankles. Shit, I might take it out of his playbook. But they couldn't control shit with armies anymore. So it's my theory that they decided to put a church inside of everything. I've been wanting to make a damn beef Wellington. I know that's not very American, but this shit it looks pretty good. I was looking at one the other. It involves grinding up some mushrooms, getting some spinach, some prosciutto, I believe is the meat. Searing it. You gotta get the dough ready. It looks very hard. It looks like it's very complicated and takes a long time. Hmm. That is so funny. That is so hilarious. I cannot. You don't want to see no Sasquatch feet, man. You got any big plans tomorrow? No backwoods. He's gonna be barbecuing. Mm. I'm not even ready. I'm not ready to go that deep. Oh, I'm not ready to go that deep. Talk about Paul and all that different stuff, man. We can get a little deeper on that. I think maybe he was. Maybe he could have been connected. He was the first pope, you know, possibly. Romans or Saturn worshippers. The church was used to weave Saturn. If you think about it, that's probably why they have all those images and statues and things of that nature. The icons. Yes, P. Williams. I agree. Viva la Mexico. Over there. They shouldn't be Viva line it over here if they're trying to live a life over here. Mm. Crawfish etouffee. That's how you from Louisiana, dude? Me too. I'm from where it's more gentrified though. I'll have to take that down. Some miracle. Imagine that could be do. You could that could be you could do a damn fucking stream like that, like a brain rot style stream where you're just like stomping on some mayonnaise or something. You got to think, that people it's going to be kind of a crazy thing to just get rid of every single holiday. That was a big cultural shift. That was a big cultural shift because that was paganism for all time. I mean, yeah, it was before. So religion starts off basically like animism, shamanism, where they're worshiping their ancestors, they're worshiping animals. Then it goes to the polytheism, paganism, all these different gods are representing aspects of reality, and then it goes to this monotheism that is that. But each time, the culture and society changes, so it's like a dramatic change. So I feel like we're heading towards another change ourselves. That I don't know. That's my. If it's the weed might be infected, we're definitely heading towards a dramatic change. I learned the definition of paganism. I guess is anything that's not the three main Abrahamic religions. It was something I had learned recently, which I that meaning stuff like the Viking religion and the Roman polytheism, and that's all under the umbrella of paganism, I guess. All this shit started with all this shit started with this woman named Saramaeus and with this guy named Nimrod. Nimrod's mentioned in the Bible, and this story is taken from the Apocrypha. I might have massacred that, but so it goes like this. Nimrod, he is working on building the Tower of Babel, and he was going out conquering all the other countries and nations and shit around him, right? He had died in battle. He was supposed to marry Saramaeus, but he had died. She is pregnant because she's sleeping around on him. She gives birth to a child called Shammuz, but then she says, no, Shammuz is the father, it's Nimrod reincarnated. She said that she had the virgin birth. So she said she had conceived a virgin. She was a virgin. The first virgin conception was from Saramaeus, according to this. This is the official story, according to that. And then she said Nimrod was, he said Shammuz was Nimrod reincarnated, and he was also the sun. So the sun was physically in the sky and reincarnated into the body of Shammuz as Nimrod. Both of them, meaning Nimrod was the sun god. So then she marries her own son Shammuz, and that is the origin of Luciferian bloodlines that control the earth in GTA 6. God damn, P. Williams. God dang, P. Williams. You don't know what the fuck I know and don't know, dude. You don't know what the fuck the people I know and my family and what the fuck the people, my friends and shit that I've gone, you don't know. I'm talking about some mainstream. I'm talking about the people that are making us talk about all this dumbass shit. At the end of the day, no, I don't believe that there should be borders. I don't believe that there should be fucking uh, shit like that. But we haven't figured out a way to be able to coexist, fucking without dumbass liberals, fucking pussies. GTA 6, you know what I'm saying? Pardon my language, but fucking we have not figured out a way to coexist yet. So once we do figure out a way to coexist, then yeah, I'd be more than fine with not having any passports or fucking visas or no shit like that. But yeah, you got I think you're baiting, dude. You're trying to troll bait me. Yeah, laws are laws, dude. Yeah, so what? So the people that just so the if you fail a test, you're supposed to try to cheat on it or something. You know, I'm not saying nobody's perfect, dude. Everybody has their own past, dude. Everybody, we all go through some shit, dudes. But I'm trying to say, like, why, just if it was that easy, why can't we just walk over wherever the fuck we want? Why can't we just walk over to goddamn Canada and start working? Why can't we just fucking get on a boat and go to France and start living our lives? Type of shit. You feel me? Because we can't. You know. I mean, I'm sure we could. But we can't go to some of these countries not speaking the language. Like a lot of people come over here and not speaking the language, not giving a fuck to want to learn the language. If you want it, what up, Josephius? How you doing, brother? Man, I hate that you just missed us talking about Ceremaius and Shammuz and Nimrod and the sun god and reincarnate. Yeah, yeah, he keeps on like because he's not understanding that I don't think he's understanding either. He has no willingness to want to understand. Yeah, he has no willingness to want. I do believe that there could be a time and a day whenever we, as a human society, can be past countries and nations, and oh, this guy looks like this, or oh, this person is from this background. You know, if fucking, we'd all have to speak the same language too. This should. Okay, let's. Okay, I want to try to get this. If I could do anything, I'd like to. Whenever we think about illegals, let's not think about. Uh, I don't want to think about don't think about people like if you think about illegals, think about somebody who comes here illegally from Australia or some shit. Think about that. Think about an illegal Ukrainian. Don't think about that's what I'm thinking of. Just so y'all know, I'm not. I don't think because I mean honestly, I don't think about. I mean, I'm not the one making the laws, but nobody's thinking about this shit on a racial basis. I'm sure there are a few shitheads out there that do, but I'm definitely not. I just want to go ahead and say that. Fuck yeah, dude. It's been damn good talking to you too, Josephia, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gotta get real and we gotta get down, dude. And that's what's cool about people that are moderate. We're not closed minded. We're not clutching like, oh my god, let me get my point across. I've got to get my point across. It's like I think when he says institutional guilt, what I think he might mean is like it's like something that they've been teaching since our great great grandparents kind of deal is what he means. Well, I think, and to me, institutional guilt is what they. An example of that to me is when poor people look at rich people like they're better than them. Like, oh no, I got to get out of his way. Exactly. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, it's not a race thing. It is a citizenship thing. Ding, ding, ding. It's like therapy to me, dude, talking to everybody. It's like therapy to me talking to you. I love my family, um, but I like talking to you guys a lot too. I love talking to you guys. I don't want to sound. I know that sounds kind of fucking. I don't want to sound gay, but I do love talking to my chat and all my friends on YouTube. Yeah, like I don't believe in the system. Like I don't like the system, but you have to obey the system though still because you'll be crushed under the foot of the system. It's better to. I don't know. I don't know. You don't want to be crushed under the. Yeah, and if someone don't agree with you, dude, he said if people don't agree with you, they're automatic. You can't even spell there. What the fuck are you talking about? If some people don't agree with you, they're automatically liberal. Uh, no. if somebody don't agree with me, I'm willing to talk to him and try to be like, all right, let's see, maybe I could end up going to their side. But no, liberals automatically get freaked out if someone doesn't agree with them, or if they think that somebody doesn't like what they're saying. So I use the Uno reverse card on you, buddy. Still waiting on the political opinion. This is my political opinion. Go fuck yourself. That there you go. You like that? Let me see. Let me see. I ain't gonna mess nothing. Yeah. Um. At the end of the day, there's like two wolves inside of me, y'all. One that supports ice and one that don't. But my damn hair is fucked up, dude. Come on, dang. Thanks for it's good to see you back. Looks like I've been rubbing a balloon on it. Nah, dude, you get me flustered, dude. I feel like you're definitely trolling me. You don't really believe all this shit, P. Williams. It's your right to. See, I'm unlike you. I'm not going to judge you and shit based on your opinion. I will kind of laugh at you a little bit, make fun of you, poke fun at you, but all in good fun. I think our system is the best that there's ever been. But yeah, exactly. Like it's the best there's ever been that there's ever been is because we can adjust it as needed with common sense. But as people have been, but there are obviously things that like the main tenants. They have they have like what do they call like the little. I have a copy of it in here. They have like little sub parts of it as well. Like anyway, yeah. But it's up to. I'm high. I lost track of what I was saying. I do apologize that. I do apologize for that. You ain't in my head, motherfucker. You are not in my head, buddy. Oh, man, I'm just high as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. And diversity is fine, but like not forced diversity. What is that? Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure that I'm fine with that. But let me be able to go freely back and forth over there, wherever the fuck they're from, too, like they do here. So I'm fucking. I mean, they can't just go back and forth like that. Yeah, he does. He thinks he. You ain't, dude. P. Williams, you gotta be on the level of Joe wears a drool bib before I fucking think of you as somebody that gets in my head. Yeah, dude. No doubt, man. No doubt. I am. I'm gonna do it to the. I've been on here coming up on the 5th anniversary of my first live stream soon. Pretty sure. Grew up listening to Opie. What up, Craig? He said, "I'm new." Well, buddy, but P. Williams. The only reason I'll talk about you whenever I'm talking to you. I'm not just randomly talking about you out of nowhere. You know, you're a troll that stuck around, buddy. What up, JoJo? Damn, we got all kinds of people up in here. That's cool. That's cool. Oh my god. Craig, JoJo, Hutch, Steph, Backwoods, Teresa, Rayanne, Josephius. Yeah, yeah. So that's one thing I do appreciate about with the comment you said a second ago, Josephius had me thinking this too. Yeah, that's something I appreciate. It is therapeutic to kind of get on here because I appreciate being able to really know that there are dumbasses out there that are cool people too. G Nana, what's up again? I'm willing to, like that. That's why I love this shit. I really do. You know. Yeah. I reached the point of being extremely high as fuck. So the stream is about to start going. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's why me and everybody I know, it's all truly moderates for sure. They're all. I really believe that. Um, I've seen something about but the things being amended and stuff with common sense and with proper examination and with a good consensus on who wants to change this shit on what needs to be changed. Yeah, but people lack any good common sense or any thing like that of that nature to be trusted to make these changes. I feel like, you know, I wish I could go hunting. Yeah, I think that he is a fucking illegal. Like he's just like, oh my god. It's like, dude, like, why? Whenever I haven't said anything bad about anybody, it's like they keep on the comments they keep on saying are things that they want me to say, which is crazy. It does make me feel honored, for sure. Mm. I want to go check that out. I want to go get some weed too. Virginia has some damn good weed at their dispensaries. Yeah, and that's another thing we got to watch out for. Virginia, I heard that they're doing shit with that gun shit, but I heard that also connected with weed, they're going to be having um, serious talks about whether or not people who smoke weed can own guns or not coming up this year, in the next 2 months. So, like I said, they got rid of big tobacco. They made cigarettes be demonized. People don't smoke cigarettes, so they could get them to start smoking the psychoactive weed. That sounds pretty badass. 50,000 fucking badasses kitted out, ready to go, patriots. That sounds dope. Guys, I think I'm gonna. Oh, let me see. Hold up. Am I here still? I didn't see. I thought I emailed you. I thought I emailed you, dude. Let me see. Yo, hold up. You still have the same email. Let me see. Give me 3.5 seconds. Oh, there we go. What up, dude?
What up, brother?
Good to see you again. It's been about 2 years since we talked to you on. Good to see you.
Man, can you hear me good? All right. Well, you sent that email, and it was just an email. There was no link, bro.
Damn. That means I probably sent that. That's probably that makes sense. I've been going through. I've been smoking this Chinese weed, dude. It's making me feel weird.
Right?
I swear. That means everybody else I sent this shit to didn't get it either. Yeah, chat.
Yeah. What up, everybody in chat? I
Yeah,
was hoping that some of them fucking people would hang around. Some of them liberal fucks.
they're probably still in here, dude. They were reporting me. They were saying,
I'm gonna report your channel because I hate the First Amendment. Well, I don't hate the First Amendment as long as, well, it's only what I agree with you can say. If I don't like what you say, then I'm going to report you. That's what them crime bitches be like.
"Yeah, dude, it's bullshit." Like, and I've gone across streams with people talking shit about like whatever the fuck, the trannies talking about liberal shit. And you're flipping through this shit. I haven't reported that shit. I don't think to. I don't
What up,
stick on.
P. Williams?
Yeah, dude. Oh, there he is. P. Williams said, "Oh shit."
Yeah. P. Williams, all right, man. He be talking shit. He all right, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. He's like saying shit that's that's coming from a place of genuinely caring about what he thinks and believes in, which I can
Well,
appreciate.
here's the thing, Pilgrim. I'm gonna tell you one thing, and I always watch you, man. I mostly lurk. Sometimes I talk in your chat, but man, look, these people out here, when you go live, these people out here don't fucking know you from Adam. You know what I mean? And words, man. See, I grew up. We had a saying when I was growing up: "Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you." You know what I mean? And that we seriously grew up with that saying, man. And our parents taught us like that, man. We fucking ate dirt and shit and drank out of water hose, and our parents fucking smoked in the house, and we had lead paint and shit, man. We're tougher than fucking nails, man. I broke so many bicycle frames jumping and shit. I used to ramp my bicycles so much that I would break frames, man. I've had stitches in my head and all kinds of shit. We're so much tough, man. Well, and I know you're a young guy, but man, fuck all these people, man. Be
I
be
know.
be tougher than words. You know what I'm saying? Be tougher than words. These jokers ain't got shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come up in here talking a little shit,
I
and we
know.
talk shit back to them, man, and it make it fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it bother you, my brother.
Yeah, I'm passionate at him because it makes me pissed off though, dude. They'll be like putting words in my mouth saying that I'm saying racist shit and all this shit. Like I ain't saying nothing.
So
I know,
so,
don't. Yeah, I'm true.
so what?
True.
So what? The like y'all was talking about earlier with the Supreme Court deal, man. Um, just a little bit that I heard about it. What they did was basically at first they ruled for the stay or something like that, but then they turned around and they actually did allow they said that it was like not okay, but it was understandable that that you would probably look at like a Mexican looking or a Venezuelan looking type person and think, okay, are these people here legally? Because when you look at the border, and I mean, just being on true facts, not you know what I'm saying, going off of emotion. When you look at the border, for instance, of how many people was coming over the border, when you go and look at video, there wasn't a lot of white dudes. Okay, there was some Chinese, there was some Mexicans, there was some Venezuelans, there was some Guatemalans, there was some Africans. There was some, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, when it really boils down to it, brother, I'm not too big on the whole. I'm not too big on the whole. You know let a bunch of people cross the border illegally and no vetting, and no ID, shit like that. And it's so funny because when you turn around and you listen to all these liberals fucking protesting right now, and they go, these fucking ICE are like Gestapo and they're Nazis and they don't have no ID. They should have to ID and not show their faces. And it's like, but you don't apply the same thing for people coming from another fucking country that
Invading.
half the time chant that they don't like America, that they hate America and fly their own flag. And I mean, it's a bunch of hypocrisy to me, and that's why I don't really give a fuck about them, man. When they stand out there and protest, and when they come in these chats and talk shit, man, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
Because
make you
it's
like.
huh?
I said to make you lose respect for anything they have to say because they're just trying to force you to believe in that
Right.
shit.
So I mean, you know, it's a bunch of horse shit, man. And you know, I've always kind of been the person that, because I've discussed this with several people before, and I'm like, okay, look, you know, some of these people that have been here for like 20 years, they're not getting in trouble. They're fucking working. A lot of them actually pay taxes and shit, man, and do the right thing. I don't think I'm not as cool with ICE picking them up. I think they should basically take them people and say, okay, look, you're here illegally still. You've been here for 20 years and you haven't done anything to make yourself legal. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to stay here because you hadn't been getting in trouble, but we're going to fine you a little bit because when we break the laws, even as Americans, we get fined, correct? Can anybody say that we don't? Okay. So we fine them a little bit and we get them started on the path to citizenship. And if they don't want to follow the rules from there, then we can kick their fucking ass out. You see what I'm saying? So, but there's a lot of people in this country illegally that are really fucking bad people, man. You know, I want to know, to all these fucking liberals that are running their fucking mouth and all this, I want to know if they know who the fuck Dakara Thompson is. Do you know who Dakara Thompson is?
Tell me who this bitch is. I have no idea.
It ain't a bitch, man. She is a
The hood?
19-year-old. She is a 19-year-old young black woman, young black lady that was stalked. She
Oh, I
was
apologize for that shit. I want to
chased.
say that.
She was chased, stalked, and strangled, raped, and fucking unalived
Damn.
and thrown off a bridge into a creek by an illegal.
What, dude? I wasn't.
Nobody, everybody, everybody's talking shit about Renee Good, but there ain't nobody mentioning Dakara Thompson. Why not? You see what I'm saying? That's why
Dude,
when they come in and talk all that shit, ask them if they know who Dakara Thompson is, and
I
that'll
had
tell
no.
you what kind of person they are.
Rest in peace. Yeah, dude. Because
Yeah,
Renee
man.
Good was like a crazy ass fucking agitating radical lesbian. This other person, innocent person, not doing shit.
Man, well, and P. Williams, I understand that, and this is something I want you to understand. Right now, under our current laws and our Constitution, if you are here illegally, you can be deported, and that's just the fucking way it is. And what ICE is doing, are they being bullish on some fronts? But again, you have to understand that the other day, just the other day, one of the people that they busted was here illegally. They had a rape charge. They had an unalive charge in murder. They had 3 sexual assault charges and a strangulation charge against them. They went to jail on the strangulation and these other crimes, and they got let out onto the street. No deportation, no nothing. So don't get me wrong. Some of this stuff, like I said, some of these illegals that are here that are just working, not doing anything wrong, they're paying taxes. I think we should kind of help them get a pathway to citizenship, but I think they should be fined. You know what I'm saying? A penalty. Because if I speed or I run a red light or I don't pay my taxes, I get charged. So why shouldn't they? You know what I mean? For breaking the law. Now, if you don't want, so that's all I'm saying, man, is a lot of this shit. If we looked at this logically, is ICE doing some stuff wrong? Well, I'm sure they are. I'm not going to stand here and say that no law enforcement agency ever does anything wrong. Shit. I mean, on a general basis, I fucking hate cops, man. You know what? But I mean, in all reality, brother, that we need, people need to start looking at this on a realistic basis and say, are they here illegally? Yes. Okay. Have they done anything wrong other than being here illegally? No. They've been paying taxes. They've been working, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Let's help them out. The ones that are sucking off the tit of the government, costing me more money, taking up housing, taking up ER, medical services, taking up groceries at the grocery store, and they're here illegally. They're getting government checks. Yeah, no, they need to go. I'm sorry, but they need to go. And I'm not sorry. Fuck that. I'm not sorry. They need to fucking go. Mm-hmm. People scream about a housing crisis. I can't get a house. Rent's too high. Well, why do you think that is? Because they flooded this fucking country with illegal immigrants and then gave them all SNAP, EBT. They gave them all these fucking benefits, free housing, fucking gave them money. Well, all these people that own these houses, right? They look at it and they go, especially these big corporations like BlackRock and Vanguard, State Street, Blackstone. These people buy up these big housing, these houses and shit. And they turn around and what they do is they go, you know what? All these illegals that come in, man, let's send them right over here. We'll rent this house to them. And what we'll do is, because the government's going to pay for it. Hey, in the normal house of that normal neighborhood, the rent is only $500 a month. Normal, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving a price.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, what these State Street, Vanguard, all these type people do is they charge the government like $1,000, $1,500. So then the house down the street, the landlord that owns that and it comes up for rent, what do you think he wants to do? He wants to do the same fucking thing.
I could say get his money in, yeah.
Yes, and raise his rent up and move some illegals in because the government's fucking paying for it. And so then when P. Williams or the Jofus or however you say it, G. Montana, somebody wants to go rent a fucking house or go try to buy a house, it's 3 times what it cost because the government's subsidizing, you know what I'm saying, all these illegals. This is why housing is so fucking outrageous, man.
Do you think that's one of the reasons that they've been trying to push all the illegals in so much recently in the past, like however long they've been doing it?
I mean, it only makes common sense. It's supply and demand. When there's a high demand for housing, and which when you flood 15, 20 million people into your country and you only have housing for this amount, and you overflood, well, what do you think happens? Supply and demand goes up. So when a house does come up for sale or comes up for rent, and you got big companies like Vanguard, State Street, yada yada, well, they get the monopoly on the shit. You know what I mean? Because the government is fucking paying for it.
I heard this. Is it true that Trump or somebody put a law against companies owning?
Well, he signed an executive order. Executive orders are not laws.
Okay, see, I don't know that.
Laws are only passed by Congress and then go to the president's desk, and the president can then veto or he can sign the law. And if he vetoes, it's got to be 2/3 of Congress that override the veto.
Mm.
And yes, Carolina, it's the same with jobs.
Yeah, I don't like that thing where like they'll have, like I said, there's several construction companies in my area where if
Yeah.
they'll hire an American person, then all the illegals will walk out of the job site and not come back until they fired that guy, which is fucked up. They didn't want to like give him a chance to work with them or anything.
Well, and I've tried to say so many times, man. I've tried to tell people, you know, because everybody's all Trump, 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 and it's like, dude, Trump was in there 4 years, and then it was Biden, and before Trump was in there, it was who? Obama, and then before you see what I'm saying, but but the one consistent thing has always been Congress. Trump can do things. Is Trump destroying the country? I would say that the country has been half-assed destroyed before Trump ever got in office to begin with. If we really want to talk about who destroyed the country, Obama did. Because before Obama, and I'm going to say this right now, racism will always be a thing no matter how much you don't like it. But there are times in our history when racism is very low. And I know back in the fucking 80s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, before Obama, there was, man, I mean, I didn't know about any racism. We were all fucking partying. Black, white, Mexican, Japanese, Chinese, fucking Hind. I mean, who the fuck ever was here? We all partied together. And I'm telling you right now, Obama came in and he did shit like, that black guy that got fucked up by the police, that could have been my kid. You know what I mean? He did a lot of damage for what race relations in this country. I mean, he was our first black president, man, and he should have been somebody that we could have looked up to and honored and been proud of as a country to show, look, we have diversity here. But instead, he fucked it all up, being a fucking racist piece of shit. And fuck Obama. You know what I mean?
He talked bad about his own grandpa. He said, my grandfather was like most white people, his grandparents. That's what he said about it.
And people can't recognize this as being racist, man. And he we shouldn't. Well, I'm just saying, man, it just sucks, dude. Obama isn't even black. Well, I don't know. I mean, he claims to be black. He looks black. Yeah. I don't know his true heritage. I know I've seen some shit, but I mean, I thought we were all into the you can be whatever you want to be type thing these days, which is kind of fucking stupid too. Like this is some kind of fucking pretend land or something, man. Like we're fucking 3 years old and we have pretend friends and we're pretending we're fucking superheroes and pretending we're something we're really fucking not. Being Trayvon Martin. Yeah, Craig. It was Trayvon Martin, right?
See,
so I mean,
shit going on with that though, as far as riots, like what come later.
So I mean, when people jump up there and it's like Trump, 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 Trump's this, Trump's that, Trump's doing this, Trump's doing that. Well, I'm not saying he's perfect and by any means, and he's probably he's probably doing some damage in some areas, man. There are some places where I'm a little concerned with what he's doing, man. I'm gonna be honest, but um, economy wise, man, I'm gonna tell you, lower gas prices means all the fucking shit in the world, man, because it affects prices on everything, man, and gas prices, and Trump is really good at that, man. So I don't know, man. It just when it really comes down to the whole situation, I think Trump is still better for our country than Kamala would have been. Plain and simple. And that's my fucking opinion. And I don't care who likes it or who don't.
100 years from now, what do you when they look back at Obama and Trump? What do you think they'll think when they look at those guys?
Well, let me say it like this, my little brother. Okay. What we need to do is we really need to stop worrying too much about the past and the far future.
Mm.
The far past and the far future. You know what I'm saying? We should never forget the past and we should learn from it. But 100 years from now, I mean, dude, I'm 57 years old, man. I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? I may not live another 20 or 30 years. You know what I mean? I may not live another 15. I have no idea, but my time is getting shorter on this earth, and I can't worry about 100 years, man. I need to worry about the next 10 years, the next 5 years, the next 20 years at best. You know what I mean? And some of you younger folks, I can understand where you've got a little further out deal. Alls I can do is try to teach what I've seen through all the presidents I've been through and through all the politicians and all the economies, the different sets and the way things have happened. I have experience in this shit because I've been out on my own since I was 18, 19 years old and had my own place all this time, or rented, or roommated with somebody, you know what I mean?
I know.
And
Done your
so,
thing. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I paid my own bills and worked and made money and paid for things. And so I've been through a lot of stuff and this is why whenever some of these really young people come on and tell me I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like, okay, whatever you think. Because I remember when I was young and stupid too. Not necessarily stupid, but let's just say young and inexperienced.
Yeah, you're not able,
Because you can
willing to learn.
you can be book smart as all fucking get out, but experience you can't teach experience without living to get that experience. You know what I mean? You
Straight up.
you you can't teach lifelong experience to a 21-year-old until they're 57 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because they lived that lifestyle, that length, that experience. You know what I mean?
Exactly what you mean, dude.
I know
Yeah.
what.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I'm about to be 32, and it's crazy. Like whenever I used to like
Wait, hold on. I know what you have said on here, and it shows a cold, angry man with zero empathy. Are you talking to me, Pete?
which one of them?
Because I'm not angry at all. You'd really be surprised at how cheerful my life really is. I've made it that way from experience. You know what I mean? From experience of understanding the world and the economy and what I've seen throughout my lifetime to gain this experience. I can bitch about some stuff. Everybody has the right to do that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can bitch about some stuff. I can tell you what I see. I can be angry about a few things. But in everyday life, I'm fucking happy as all get out, man. I'm sitting here having me a fucking drink, grinning, having me a cigar, a little puff puff pass once in a while. Shit, I'm fucking doing good, man. Everything is great. Oh, you was talking to G Mom. Sorry, Pete. Sorry, Pete. I went all off on a dialogue on him and shit, and he wasn't even talking to me.
Gma is fucking a sweetheart. He said she was evil.
Right.
Hmm.
How you say it? My bad, man. My bad.
He got some wisdom out of that, though. It was good. A lesson was needed anyway. Yeah, dude. Like, I used to always think that older people didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. And as I'm getting older, I'm kind of realizing, man, I should listen to whoever the fuck said this, the coach that told me this, the fucking parent that said this. But now I kind of like, as I'm, I'm not too old. I'm not old at all, really. I'm at the middle point, but I definitely
well,
look at
let's
shit that
well, well, let's think about this, man. Everybody says, "Well, this is a nation of immigrants." Yeah, it is. And throughout the history of the United States, the way things were done, a lot of people we had the conquerors because let's just be real. People have conquered land all over this world. It's
forever.
not a new concept. It's not a United States only concept of conquering land. So when we and slavery wasn't either only a United States thing and only you know the United States was the only one that had slaves. No, the whole fucking world had slaves before the United States ever existed.
Yeah, and they had more fucked up slavery in a way.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
fucked up.
and there's still slavery today in some other countries.
Oh yeah, on that same level of cutting their hands off and like selling them at markets and different
Oh, there's
fucked up.
all kinds of horrible shit all over the world, and yet everybody focuses on the United States. You know, and so I mean, dude. When you have lived, you know, I used to have some older gentlemen try to tell me things. I'd be like, you don't fucking know nothing, man. I used to go around thinking them motherfuckers don't know shit. And just as what you said, as I got older, I started to realize that I was the one that didn't know shit. You know what I mean? And that they were actually pretty smart, and I got to looking at them and at their life. You know what I mean? And they got a fucking house, they got vehicles, they're going on vacation, family, and all this shit. And I'm over here fucking blowing my money all over the place um, for these, you know, parties and for these girls and doing all that shit. And I'm just looking around, and I'm like, I still got fucking nothing,
Mm.
you know. And then I started to realize, hey man, there's more to the world out there than just running free. I guess if I'm trying to say this right, and being carefree. I mean, if you want to live your life that way, then that's cool. Be that way. But man, I'm gonna tell you, there's really something fucking special about having your own place that you can call your own. Having a good wife and children, man. I've got 3 children, and all of them, man, are successful. They're fucking smart. They're kind. They will fucking kick your ass in a heartbeat, man. They'll fight in a minute if you fuck around. But they would rather just be friends. And like I said, they're successful, man. And um, dude, there's something special about that shit. You know what I mean? It really is, man. There's just something special about that.
I still got some time. My boy's
I'm,
5.
I'm,
We got some years. We got somebody he's
I'm
claimed.
trying to look.
He says he has a
My
Roy.
wife doesn't know that the doctor told me I'm going to pass away in under a year. Roy, I want to say this to you, my friend. Real talk. So I've been around YouTube for like 10 fucking years, and I've seen a lot of shit come and go, and a lot of people lie, and a lot of people tell the truth. And I want to say it like this: if you're telling the truth, and I'm not saying you're not, I'm just saying if you're telling the truth, brother, I pray for you. Be strong, and this is something if you know that you should talk to your wife about. You should go ahead and let her know. Um, she may be more understanding than you understand, than you can understand at this moment. Um, and I pray for you. I hope that the doctors get it wrong. I mean, real talk. Um, you know, I mean that's all I know to say. What's up, Jane?
Yeah. And if you are lying about that, that's something fucked up to lie about.
Yeah, it really is.
Hmm. Yeah. Lady Smith and Tiger. I haven't said what's up to y'all officially, but hello. Yeah.
Man, Pilgrim,
What's up?
I want to tell you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely missed out 4 years in a fucking row living the next state over, basically, of
I know.
coming to the meetups.
I know. I
I'm
wanted.
just,
Hmm.
I'm just saying, people like Lady Smith, G. Nana was there. Shit, about every time. Not, I don't remember if Lady Smith come to the first one, man. They're all of them are so familiar, man. Dude, we had some fucking kicking time. You know what I'm saying?
I know y'all did. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I did.
These are some real good people in here.
I wanted to meet. I wanted to go to that. I swear to God, like, will there be more?
Nah, whatever.
Every
Excuses.
like I don't know. I feel like I know everything I think of. I was like, man, fruit doesn't excuse fuck. She was there except the third year. Yeah, it sounds. Missouri is great. Missouri is was really
hell, I
fun.
didn't even I didn't even realize Tiger had ever been there.
Yeah, a lot of people show up for sure. I've heard some of the stories. I know it's a rager down there for sure. Yeah.
No, Tiger and her old man, they're cool as shit too. We had a great time, man.
Y'all doing it? But is this something y'all plan on doing all the time, like every year still?
Nah, we're not talking about doing one this year. We've talked. We're not going to do an open one like we did for sure. If right, right, Tiger.
Yeah, doing an up one might be dangerous though.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we're
too.
not going to do an open one again. And I'll be honest with you that last year I was a little nervous about it. You know what I'm saying? About doing the open one just because of the nature of things and the way people are.
Yeah.
And
We've
I
been
mean,
at a lot of trolls recently too. All of us.
for God's sakes, man, they shot, you know, the one
Mhm.
person that just wanted to sit down and talk to people, they shot him in the, they shot and killed him, man, Charlie Kirk. And he was the one person that actually just wanted to sit down and talk. Maybe you didn't like what he had to say. That's cool,
Just
but I
though.
mean, damn. But so I was a little bit nervous about it last year, honestly. And I kept a pretty, close look. You know what I'm saying on things going on. Stayed strapped the whole time.
Of
Had
course.
some firepower with me. I'll just put it that way. Some very nasty firepower. And but yeah, so um, if we do another one, it'll be an invite only, and I can guarantee you there's some folks in this chat right now that would definitely get an invite. And yes, even you, Tiger.
Hmm.
I love giving Tiger a hard time, man.
I guarantee between you and then probably also several other people that were there, that was a well fucking what is it? It had munitions. I don't know what the term is. Everybody's armed, but it was.
Oh yeah, there would have if somebody would have rode up in there riding dirty, they would have got cleaned off real good. I can promise you. It would have been it would have just before they took their last breath, they would have been like, "Man, I rolled up into a fucking hornet's nest of hoodlums."
Dude. Josephus had said a second ago, if you had only one alcoholic drink you could choose the rest of your life, what would it be? Mine is rum with Coke or Pepsi, whatever. Mix it, chocolate, whatever. Milkshake, whatever.
Yeah, there's certain one of yous, Carolina. If we decide to do one, it'll be soon if we do decide. And
Carolina's cool.
we'll yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And you'll get some basic invites and shit. Do you believe that Charlie Kirk shooting was a hit by our government or some other government? Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't believe there's a whole lot of shit that we see that we can actually believe the full story. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? I don't think there's much at all that we see that we can believe the narrative that is spent by our media or by our government. Period. Trump, Biden, I don't give a fuck who's president. I don't give a fuck who's the director of FBI. I don't give a fuck who's the director of the DHS. I don't give a fuck who's the director of whatever. I don't ever think that we ever get much of the truth out of any event like that from our government or from our media, which are one and the same. Oh yeah, G Nana. I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody would have rode up in there dirty, trying to start some, trying to do some shit like that, I had some nasty firepower on me. I'm just telling you. I had that AK. I had the AR-15 and an AR-10. You know what an AR-10 is?
No.
An AR-10 is a souped up ass AR-15. It's the difference between this is an AR-15 bullet.
Okay.
This is an AR-10 bullet.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
That's a 308.
Hmm.
And it's got a scope on it. It's my deer rifle. It'll reach out and touch you for a long ways. And it does a lot of damage when it hits. Yeah. It would have been it wouldn't have been very nice if somebody rode up in there starting some shit with my family that come up that my family that's going to come to the travel all across the fucking country to come and hang out with us so we can all hang together, and then somebody wanted to come up and start some shit. Son, woo. Yes, sir. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that should be insane.
Yeah, we would have got down, baby. Woo. Damn, that just made my nipples tingle. There's something wrong with you people if you laugh at that.
Shit, dude. What are you doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow? Why are you asking my business, man? Maybe it's something personal.
Yeah, we don't worry about tomorrow, do we?
I'm fucking with you, brother. Probably gonna sleep for a while because I'm gonna be up for probably 2 or 3 more hours, chilling, hanging out, whatever. I may go over on TikTok and troll some people on their live streams. I've been doing that quite a bit here lately, and it's really fun. and trolling some liberals and shit. And I don't know, man. I'm gonna grill that steak. I'm gonna bacon. I'm gonna take that steak and I'm gonna sprinkle some blackened Cajun seasoning on it, and I'm gonna sprinkle some garlic. Man, you always got to have the garlic, man. I'm just saying. And well, actually, let me start like this. I've got some garlic herb butter. Okay, some Kerrygold garlic herb butter, and I'll take a little bit of that butter and just you know spread it on that steak a little bit, kind of thin, but just spread a little bit on it, and then and then I'm gonna put the blackened seasoning on it, and then I'm gonna put the garlics on it, and then I'm gonna bacon wrap that motherfucker, and on that bacon wrap, I'm gonna put a excuse me, I'm gonna some damn boy, excuse me. I had Taco Bell earlier, man. I was lazy and didn't want to cook, so I went and got some Taco Bell. um, but yeah, and then I'm gonna put some mesquite seasoning on top of that bacon, and brother, I'm gonna grill that bitch on some charcoals and some hickory sticks that I got. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good motherfucking steak, bro. Just telling you.
That sounds good. Fuck, you make me hungry right now.
Mouth drool. Look at them in there. Yeah, y'all know that's what I'm talking. Y'all know what's up.
Yeah, that was funny how I should probably put like an emoji, but because of this restream shit, it came out as mouth drool on there.
AR-10 is a DMR rifle. What are you talking about? I can't think right now. What DMR rifle?
I've never heard of that. I'm not. I had like fell out of guns, dude. I was getting into it for a little bit like 5 years ago, but then like I kind of had to sell some of them, and I only got my shotgun now. Yeah, I'm hungry as hell. I'm talking about that shit got me hungry. Yeah, Josephius, definitely subscribe to him. Subscribe to Hutch. If you're into that kind of shit, he's talking about become so yeah.
Uh,
Kind of shit we get down on. This is how it all began. We're on some different shit now. I feel like our community. It's still always about self sufficiency, but that kind of how it all started.
hey, you like sausage?
It depends on the. But yes, I do.
I figured you did. You fucking queer.
I knew you'd say.
No, I'm fucking with you.
I just think it depends. Yes.
No, man, if you'll take some breakfast sausage, like one of them pound tubes or whatever, giggity. And you take that sausage and you cook the sausage and you drain the grease off, and then you throw a block of Philadelphia cream cheese in that sausage, and you mix it all around real good, and then you take them crescent rolls. You can buy the 2 tubes of crescent rolls, and you take that one roll of crescent and you just roll the whole thing out, and you pinch all the perforations together. You spread that sausage, cream cheese all over the top of it. And then you take that other crescent roll and you spread that motherfucker on top of that and make it like a pie or a cake or whatever looking thing, or like a pot pie sort of, and squeeze all the sides together and throw that bitch in the oven at 350 for like, what is it, 14, 15 minutes, whatever your oven desires to cook that. Man, let me tell you something, son. That is some of the best motherfucking breakfast. It's good hot, it's good cold, and it's a quick snack. Fucking good as shit, man.
Gee, my nana's mind blown. I'm hungry
Just
as I gotta get
just
bored.
saying. Just saying.
I only have like part of those ingredients. So
You ain't got no Philadelphia cream cheese, do you?
I think that's one of the only things I do got from all that shit.
You ain't got no sausage, man.
I don't got the sausage.
And you're from Louisiana.
Yeah, dude. But I'm from like
You have shamed the state of Louisiana. You ain't got no sausage, man.
I'm from the part that's close to Texas.
Well, that says a lot.
You're from
That says a lot right there.
we're east. We're from it's like East Louisiana, I think West East Texas, West Louisiana. Pretty shitty place. Yeah, he said that's fuck.
Golly, man.
I'm gonna send you some. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see what's up, dude. I want to not do it too late. My son's going back. I have to do all these late ass live streams. You know, I do the whole family man thing by day. By nighttime, I stream on YouTube. You know, but yeah. I want to talk to you down tomorrow for sure. I'm hungry now.
Food porn. Lady Smith, you're always watching some kind of porn. You dirty woman, you. I hope you blushed just then, damn it. Lady Smith is a bad motherfucker, man. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Dude, if you would have came to the meetup, you would love Lady Smith. Like you can say, oh, I love Lady Smith, but no, you would understand what I mean by you would love Lady Smith. She is a she is a badass woman, man. She is just good. She's beautiful. She's she's friendly, and she will kick your fucking ass if you get out of line.
She's put me in place in chat before when tag was she's like, Pilgrim, you need to you're drinking so much, something like that.
G Monana, dude, G Monana. Let me tell you something about G Monana. She's a little small lady, and she's got such a beautiful nature, composure or whatever you want to say about her. And she had a pistol that was like bigger than me and her put together. She had a pistol on her, man, and it kind of made me nervous when she approached me and shit, man, because I was like, damn. I mean, you know, uh, like it put me in my place, just her approaching me. Like this big old pistol, it was like dragging the ground and shit. Dude, I was like, what the fuck? I was
I
like,
know G
that's a
Monster
that,
got down, but not like that. She
huh?
gangster. The G and GMA stands for gangster.
Yeah, it does. GMO, yeah, the G and GMO stands for gangster, like a motherfucker, man. Telling you, just saying. She ain't no joke, boy.
I keep on. I think I'm gonna end the stream, but it won't let me. What the fuck?
You would. I finally come up here, man, and then you just cut me off. All right, man.
No, I want to. I was timing it out since I was like, I'm gonna make sure
I'm
I talk.
fucking with you, Pilgrim. Nah, man. I'll jump back up on with you, man. Sometime. You ain't no big deal, man. I'm usually lurking anyway. But I would say probably I catch probably 90% of your fucking streams and shit, and your shorts and all that. Like real talk.
You've been streaming forever. I see whenever you're over on Hutches and shit, you be throwing down and shit. But you be doing there. You know what I'm trying to say. I watch your shit though, dude. I have taken like advice that you've given me in the past. I have taken it, and because we remember all the talks that we've had back in the day.
3%, baby.
This
When
shit.
it really boils down to it. When it really boils down to it, oh backwoods, 3%er. Yes, sir. Fight
Dude.
against the tyranny.
Let me see.
This guy don't really know anything, does he? Are we